Welcome everyone to the final cut. So glad you could join us. Appreciate you stopping by our little sliver of the internet with our first review of 2022. And yes, it is an indie film. It is called Monsters in the Closet, brought to us by the Sneg brothers, and I hope I pronounced that right. We get the wraparound story of Raymond Castle, who is an author, a very famous author. Hasn't had a lot of hits recently, but as he's working on his last book, he ends up passing away, and his daughter ends up visiting his estate to try to get some affairs in order. They didn't really have the best relationship. Well, she finds a recording where he talks about his last project, and we see through a series of short films these stories that Raymond Castle came up with and how it's actually got a little bit of darkness behind it as what stories he's telling are kind of coming true within the house. And we see how all this wraps up together with Monsters in the Closet. This is a great anthology. I had a lot of fun with this one. The wraparound story was interesting. I like the idea that there's a little bit of dark magic going on, and that these stories that we're seeing in the short films kind of impact the wraparound story and in a direct, also indirect way. So there's a lot of great coordination going on with this anthology film, but it's definitely strengths are in these short films. There's the Please Kill Me one, which is basically a zombie story told from the first person. Fantastically directed and done. Lots of great gritty gore effects. Gives you some perspective and an interesting way to tell this story. And I really loved how it played out. It wasn't really a mystery from the beginning how what was going on, but yeah, I just loved the POV shots that they did in this and the work that went into it from, they're shooting on city streets. They have a larger cast and a lot of creepy things happening and humorous yet dark things as well. So, I really enjoyed that. Then Home Improvement is a different type of film that I liked. I don't think I've seen too many stories like this involving a couple that are buying a house that's a fixer-upper, but as they fix her up, they start getting tore down, and we see how that impacts the relationship in, again, a dark and humorous way. Really enjoyed the makeup effects in here. They kept it simple. It's just these two performers, Luke Cousins, who plays Zeke, and Carmilla Crawford, who plays Tina. Loved the chemistry between these two, and they really help sell it, especially as things progress with this home improvement. Kind of one of those just gone completely wrong. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and those two performances, it really hinges on that, and they sell it well. Then the One Percenters really goes dark. Jordan Philpott as Tiffany, loved her performance in here and her character. She's someone that you're not going to like, you're not supposed to, but wow, really a strong performance by her. And Shanna Bess, who plays Maureen, really enjoyed her performance too. She doesn't get as much screen time, but there's some great back and forth with these two as Tiffany does something on a camping trip that is extreme, and we see how she's trying to get out of it. That one surprised me. There's a couple fun twists, and it's got a really kind of Tales from the Crypt ending to it. And then Frankenstein's Wife is just hilarious. John Fadila, I mispronounced that, I apologize, plays Victor Frankenstein, and Valerie Bittner plays his wife, Valerie. And yeah, Victor can't let go when an accident happens with his wife. And we see the very humorous relationship these two have as Victor uses his skills and puts them to work on his wife because he just really has trouble with letting go with her. And yeah, all of these were original. They felt different, yet we're all in the same tone of a great mixture of dark humor and horror elements. Some of them a little bit more creepy and scary than others, but all of them were entertaining. And the ending as well, I enjoyed the ending with the wraparound story, how they brought it all together. But these four shorts are really strong, and if nothing else, you want to watch it for those. Some great performances, wonderful direction, high production value as well. The audio was never distracting at all. There's some great practical effects and some fun animated effects as well. So check it out. If you like Anthology series and want your horror in small doses in it, Monsters in the Closet definitely should be checked out. It is on VOD now. It's a lot of fun to be had, and it doesn't get too serious and too dark, so it's perfect for watching on, an afternoon of the weekend or something along that line. So there you have it, folks. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Thumbs up, bells and whistles, and all that here onto YouTube. Check out our Patreon. We got some great tiers there. So a lot of content for very reasonable prices. And until next time, remember, keep that ticket stub.